It's your boy Dave Mo Flips. Let's get into this Manheim website dealer only auction here, okay? We're doing this for our newbies. It's a crash course, real quick, real fast. I want to get in and get out. Number one, this is Manheim, Fort Lauderdale. They're running 1,410 vehicles tomorrow, okay? As of 6/11 tonight, about 20 minutes ago, give or take, all right? So that's that. I have it set up so it goes make and model, and these are all the makes, all the models, etc., etc., etc. All right. So when you go in here, you can look at these cars, and you can see it's got 50,000 miles. Here's your VIN number. Here's who's selling it. Okay. Here's your mileage for those of you that miss it, because I know I take it for granted. Here's your VIN number. We can auto check it. As you can see, this thing has no accidents, which is beautiful. 3 owners, which is kind of scary for a 13. First one was probably a lease. Second one probably had it. And again, these are just assumptions because no one really knows. I mean, you could probably Carfax it and see whatever you want. It looks like they're going to green light it. If you pay for it, you got to pay for that Manheim. These are the specs of the vehicle. This is the equipment that showed up when they did the VIN decoder. All right. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, lane and run number. You're going to want to know this. So it's lane number 2, car 18. Okay. If, and this is a big thing I want you guys to do, my newbies out there, I want you to do this. Add this car to your workbook. Even if you're not going to buy the car, add as many cars as you're interested in to your workbook and print it out tonight. Then, let me show you this. So let's just get out of here, okay? We're going to go to the sale tab and we'll go post sale. Post sale is what's already been sold. So, we're going to go right over here. Let's say Fort Lauderdale. We'll look at last week. Okay, so what was that? That's TRA. Here we go. Enhanced just means that it's in this. So we'll hit view all, and it's still set up by make. Okay. Forget about the Audi for a moment. We're talking about something different. That was just a crash course on how the layout of a car that's going to be run at the auction goes like. This is for the guys and girls who constantly say, is this a good deal to someone who may or may not be in the same even state as they are? All right. So what's a good deal for me down here in Tampa, Florida might not be a good deal in Michigan, and certainly will not be a good deal in California. So when you post those questions on the forums and everywhere else, number one, you're really showing your ass here, because people are looking at you like, oh man, this dude doesn't know, or girl doesn't really know anything. Because the first thing you should know is you don't just post that to a regular group or a forum or what have you, because everyone is all over the country or world for that matter. All right. So let me save you guys some face. What you're going to do here is find a car that you like. Okay. I'm going to try to find like a popular one. And we've done this, guys. It's the same thing that we do for the Copart picks. Okay. We're going to look up this 2011 Buick LaCrosse with 100. So let's get this going. Right, here's your year. This is your make. This is your model. Okay, this is your trim level. All this other stuff I don't care about, other than if the color was white. White cars in Florida sell very nicely. This is your mileage. This is what it was bought for. Sorry. This is what it was purchased for before the fees. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go right over here. Let's get out of here. It's from 2011 across. So we got 2 in my area. Well, they're not even in my area. The one we were looking at, so I could show you, it had 95,000 miles on it. 92,000 miles on it. Okay. So we're gonna go back here. Look at this. This is pretty much the same vehicle in terms of mileage and the trim. I'm not too familiar with the Buick trim level. This is a CSX. I don't know the difference. I'll find out. But this one seems to be pretty well equipped. The only thing I'm not seeing is a sunroof. I would assume that if it had one, they would show it, right? And you could speculate, but I'm going to say that that is a shadow. So when I come back over here to Mannheim, it's got leather. See? So I believe that's leather. I don't know what the E stands for. Yeah, so see it says interior. So it's leather. So that's the same thing, okay? $4,600. Your only competition had a car for $10,500, guys. That was a great buy. Let's check out the other one that's up here, because maybe this guy is just crazy. We got this one for $6,500 with 138. All right, 138,000 miles. So again, if you were the winner of that car and it ran and drove for $4,200, $4,600. Let's just say $5,000. Okay, $5,000 with fees. Let's just hypothetically say that's what it is. You're blowing this guy out of the water. They want $6,500 for that vehicle. Okay, you could put yours up for the same price, make $1,500, and anyone who's looking at this car, with the exception that they love white, will buy yours because you have damn near 40,000 less miles on it, and you need to put that in your ad. I know what's out there. I am the lowest priced, lowest mileage, best running vehicle, period. All right? That is how you guys do it. That's how it's done. Please, guys, I do not mind you asking me for advice because you're emailing me and I'll do my thing. You know how that goes. But if you're posting to public forums and groups on Facebook, you know, oh, how did I do with this? What do you think about that? You're going to have a bunch of people say positive things and a bunch of people say negative things. And then you're going to have like Dr. Obvious, who's going to say, oh, you know, those CVT transmissions suck. Yeah, no shit, dickhead. We all know that. Thank you. You know, again, do yourself a favor. Stay off those sites for that kind of knowledge. Don't worry about what another person is doing in a whole different state. Now, if you know someone, like let's just say there's 3 people in the site that's in Tampa, and they're watching my posts, they can literally watch me, what I'm buying, what I'm selling. They could follow me, if you will, and they'll see how long things are selling and what's going on if I keep up to date updating my information. A lot of times you'll notice those websites or those groups and stuff like that, it's really for guys that want to brag. Oh, sold this in 2 days. Sold 3 cars yesterday. Congratulations, jerk off. Everyone has good days. Everyone has bad days. Why don't you tell us about your bad days? Oh, because you don't want to. I'm not angry. I just don't want people to be misinformed. Guys, not every day are you going to sell cars. That's the truth of the matter. That people don't sell cars every day. And the dealers, okay, so let me say this. Most dealers don't sell cars every day. The ones that do sell cars every day probably have about 100 cars on their lot. The more cars you have, the more lines in the water, the more fish you're going to catch. It's probability, okay? That's all it is. So, moving right along. I hope I didn't offend anyone. If I did, I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't be selling cars if you get offended easy. That's for shit sure. You know, you got a 2014 Impala blue cloth, 95,000 miles, 155. Let's just see. You know, I don't know if I don't buy these cars, but let's take a look. Impala's got. Let me take a look here. I always misspell that one. All right. What was the mileage on this thing? 96,000. All right. So let's see what this has. 2014 Impala, 162. And what do they want for this? 5,200. Okay. Wow. This person paid 77. I don't know that this was a good deal or not. I mean, you're talking about $2,000 for, you know, it's quite a bit of miles, sure, but the LTZ is supposed to be like the badass one, you know. But let's keep looking. This guy wants $8,000 rebuilt title, so I don't even care because it's so hard to put a rebuilt title to a clean title. And I know you guys are like, oh, after a couple of years, it doesn't matter. True. But I can tell you this. Ask any buyer. Put the same car, same mileage, same everything, side by side, same price, side by side. One's got a clean title, one's got a rebuilt. That clean title car will get sold 10 times faster every single day of the week, anytime, than a rebuilt title car. I'm not saying they're bad. What I'm saying is you can never compare one to a clean title. Not, the same, not with everything identical. Usually rebuilt title cars have low miles because they were sat for so long. So let's see. What else we have here? 69. Again, 12. You paid 77. I don't know what you want to put up for, like 10. I don't believe in Kelley Blue Book. I can tell you that right now. 92. This is the same thing. Oh, you want to know something? This is the same car. Now I don't think it's the same car. Let me change that. Okay. I mean, it very well might be, because if you look what was updated a day ago, posted a day ago. But I don't understand why they would be selling it for $1,000 less than they're saying they purchased it for over here. So, well, this is 96 anyways. This 92. So this is not the same. But I can tell you this car blows ours out of the water. Right off rip at 6,500. That person paid 77 for theirs with more mileage, cloth interior. So that was not a good buy. All right, and you would have known that had you did your homework. Okay, so this is how you know what cars are going for. Once you get to know this like the back of your hand, you are going to be lethal. Do I think you're going to get it in one day? No. You're going to be going to the auctions over and over again. You're going to be doing your homework. You're going to be putting cars into your workbook. Then you're going to be writing down. So I wish I could do it here. I don't know if I could do it for you guys. Let me see something. Let's take a look here. So, look, you see rebuilt right here? I will from time to time look for a rebuilt car if I know someone wants a particular vehicle and they don't have the money for it. So, here we are. All right, let's take this truck here. You have this, so you can write here. All right, so I'm gonna go 2005. I'm really giving you guys, man. Dealers are gonna be hating. 2005 Hemi, because that truck's a Hemi. Okay, it's 4-door. Of course, nothing's gonna come up, right? Of course. Why would it? I'm trying to show you guys something. Let's go to 4 SLT. This with this sold bullshit. I don't know what's going on with this. But anyway, this one's got 144 on the clock. I mean, it looks good. It's got leather, all this good stuff here. Ours has 137. Okay, it's a repo. It's a good looking truck. It's got the leather. It's a good looking truck. I would say this is comparable to that one. All right. So right over here, I know this one sold already. So this one's not even going to be our competition. But they sold this truck within 6 days. How do I know that? The original posting was 29 days ago. Okay, learn this. Car flippers, learn this. If you don't know this, learn this. This is how you navigate Craigslist, how you get the best deal on Craigslist. The original posting was 29 days ago. When you scroll down here, you're going to see that it was updated 6 days ago. It's now listed as sold. Okay, I don't know why they didn't delete it. They just left it as sold. Okay, I know this truck sold within the last 6 days for something in this neighborhood. Or I know that in this price range, people were calling up and wanting to see the truck. I don't know how they negotiated. I don't know the final cost. But I know For $8,000, they had one. So I come over here to my workbook. Right here. Okay. I'm going to put MMR 4,300. I'm going to put Craigslist 8,000. And then I will go to Facebook Marketplace and put what that number is. Okay? And I would put what that number is. Always MMR first because you want to know that. Now, you'll have this printout, this workbook with you. But just print it out tonight. Okay? Because you'll have it here. And then what I want you to do is legitimately go down here, right? And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're like, oh, well, if they sold theirs for $8,000, I want to list mine for $75,000. I want to make $2,000 with fees and everything else. That means my high bid, I'm going to guesstimate, would be the maximum $5,000. When you print this out tonight, right, and the post sale sheet shows up tomorrow night or Monday, you have it printed out because your workbook will normally get erased if the car is sold. Okay, you can go back and you can look that vehicle up based on the year, make, model, and mileage. The VIN numbers are not in the post sale sheets. And you'll be able to say, okay, great, I was going to put $5,000 on it. Shit, that thing went for $6,000. Damn, that thing went for $4,000. What you won't know is how it ran unless you're at the auction. And that was me. I used to go to these auctions and with my workbook in hand, test drive a car real quick and put the number that I would bid on it. And then I would see what it sold for. I would see if I was over or under what it sold for. And of course, if it was under, it just meant that I wouldn't get it for that price because you don't know if the winner was going to go higher if I continued to push the bid. But I knew I'd be a contender. I knew my numbers were looking good. And then I already know that what it's going to go for on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and that's where I do what I do. So, guys, this is a brief crash course into Manheim. I don't really know much more to say about it. I wish there was more I could tell you. But really and truly, this is what it is. This is how I get the numbers that I want to put on vehicles. It's that simple. It's really that simple. It's about doing your homework. If you're not down to do your homework, and I don't know what to tell you guys, this isn't guys and girls. I don't know, what to say. You have to do your homework. Have to. Let's see here. And you guys can do this right now. Like wherever you are, you can pick the state as long as you can get on here and start doing this. And don't get me wrong, look, it's fun to look at cars like this, right? It's fun. For me, unless I'm going to really buy the car or have a chance to buy the car, I could be honest with you, I don't even waste time looking at it. When I was a newbie, I probably looked at every single car just to look at them because I love cars. That dies quick when you start realizing, hey, instead of wasting my time looking at that Lambo, because I just want to look at the Lambo, let me stay focused to what I have going on. And there'll be more cars showing up throughout the night and everything. So, I don't know what we were in the beginning, but they're at 1422 as of 6:38. The numbers will just keep going up as far as cars are concerned. So do it, guys. Get on here if you have access. Get yourself a little workbook going. Put everything I put on there for you. And try to be realistic with what you want to buy. Or at least it'll show you the budget. No sense looking at a 2015 Corvette if you're looking for $5,000 cars. Learn what runs between $3,000 and $7,000. Because on any given day, that $3,000 car could be a $5,000 car, or that $7,000 car could be a $5,000 car. Any given day. So that's what I usually do. Anything less than that, it's so hard to gauge. From like $200 to, let's just say, $20 to $3,000. Even with MMR, it's so difficult to say. Like, it's so hard. Honestly, it is. But I'm not going to keep going over this. Any questions, you guys know how to get a hold of me. My email is in the About Me description box of the site. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for subscribing. And I hope you guys have a great day.